Hi, let's first begin with our Jira issues. We have assigned different Jira issues to different people during the break week and also the week 8. Here's 3 and the front edge, which shows down is our previous done in the last weeks. And now we will go through each progress.
So this is what we have done in the mid-semester break. As you can see, each member has their own tasks to finish. Later, each member will briefly introduce what they have done. And let's start for the first person. I'm Lali, and I've done view people page for admin. I've connected it with database, and now we can display data that retrieved from database.
Here is the team coordinator manage page. Here you can see all members and also add a member to a team. And we also provided similar components to use in here. And also here is a register page. In this page, we have modified the user details and it can insert more information about a user when they register.
This is our original account page. Users can go to this page by clicking on the account button on the banner. Here you can see the user profile. At present, only the basic part of this page has been built. I will improve it soon to make emergency contact rule be a separate part, and this page will be improved in the page jump, connect to the database and other functions in the future.
During the break, I start building the front-end team leader pages, and there are two functionalities of team leader I created in the break, which is the statistics section and the add member to event. And I need to improve this function after apply the backend functionality with front-end, and that's all for team leader page in the break.
So this is our sprint plan for next week. Actually, not next week, next sprint. It will be in mid-semester weekend, and we will show the results in another presentation slides. This is what we have done in the mid-semester break weekend, and each team member have finished their proposed tasks from last sprint, and let's introduce them. The first is the admin page. Now the admin page has connected with older database and can display all the relative information on the page. Yeah.
And this is a team leader page I created in this week, in last weekend, and there are three functional page. And in the next slide, next slide, there are another three functionality page about the team leader, and I also need to improve these pages based on the functionality, backend functionality applied, and that's all.
In your account page, I improved the CSS style in this page. You can see I separated the basic information and the emergency contact role edict into three in different parts, and I will improve other functions in the future.
Here's the team coordinator add people we have connected with the backend functions. And you can see that we actually successful to add the function into the database. And here is all contacts page. It connects with the database and can retrieve all the contacts that of the other team coordinators from the database and show in table format.
Yeah, that's all for the last mid-semester break. And this is the proposed sprint plan for the coming week, which will be week 8.
And here is our commits from the last week and during semester break week. And here we can see all members, me, 薄帆章、天生出、蓝丽关、于飞尘 and Jenning Luan have all contributed to the coding and make sure the qualities. That's all.
So this is the client feedback we got from our client for first deployments. They have talked about our documentation code style. They mentioned we could have some improvements for our code style following some style guidelines. Also, we could have more unit testing to test our web application. This is the feedback according to our presentation. They would like us to break down our diagrams. So we can show a simpler diagram of our components first and show further diagrams in later. Also, they're asking us to arrange the section of our presentation. So this is a summary from our client. They are happy with our current application, and the client hope us could keep the progress in later weeks. This is the deployment feedback, and now let's have a look on the project report feedback. So for the project report plan, we need to improve system specifications and design. So we should provide a user stories rather than linking it. So next time in our final report, we will try to analyze the user story instead of just provide linking to each to all the user stories. And also we could improve our quality of work. In our final report, we will try to put some actual test reports into our report rather than talking about it generally. Also, the final report will be in Markdown format, as mentioned from last week. Yeah, and that's the feedback we've got from the report part.
Hi, so now I want to introduce my progress during these 2 weeks, since the volunteer page appearance has done during the previous work. So my sprint goal is about to connect with the login, but our database is prepared only for the easy transform to the team coordinator page, so it haven't implemented yet. So there's nothing to show that the attempt, and in the week 8 is my sprint goals also about to connect with the database. I have an attempt and I think I can insert things successfully, but still have some small bugs to fix. And our group continue with the group process as the XP roles, and managers still be made to complete the meeting minutes and to hold meetings. And the customer is also still beginning to communicate with the client, and our programmer and demonstrator is Harbor, and our testers still be landly to measurement our code quality, and our tracker is attention to complete the status report.
And I think that's all for our tutorial meeting this week.